YouTube, what is up? So I ordered the iPhone 15 Pro natural titanium, should be delivered by this coming Friday. And I also ordered the Ultra Watch 2, which I'm kind of excited about, going from a Series 4 to the Ultra 2. I heard it's like you've been driving this and then you went and upgraded to this. I'm kind of looking forward to that. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notifications for those type of videos, and then also subscribe for these iPhone 15 videos. Now back to the iPhone 15 Pro. Is this something that you should upgrade going from the 14 Pro or the 13 Pro or even the 12 Pro? Well, what do you say? Let's get into it. So let's go over some of the design changes going from the 14 Pro to the 15 Pros. Now, one of the big things that they changed this year is they went from stainless steel to titanium. With the titanium, it's a lighter, and it's also supposed to be a stronger material. And also they shrunk some of the bezels. They will, as far as the footprint goes, for the width and the length, they were able to bring those in a little bit. The edges are not sharp edges. They've rounded the edges a little bit for a better fit on in the hand, compared to the sharper edges, the straight up edges of the 14s. A lighter phone with a little bit of a smaller footprint, that's going to be nice, because dropping this behemoth 14 Pro Max on a bare foot, that hurts.
He ain't lying.
Now, another major redesign that they have done with the 15 Pros is they got rid of the ring silent little toggle switch. Now, this switch has been around since the first iterations of iPhone, like with my 3GS, that had the little switch to switch it from ring to silent. And what they've done this year is they have replaced it with an action button.
What?
With this action button, you can map it out of the box. It comes with, a silent, where it'll put your phone on silent or change it to ring. You don't have to, mess with that at all. But you can map it to, quick action, to bring up voice memos, to bring up your camera, or even to bring up your shortcuts. And as we know with shortcuts, if it brings up that menu, you can have all kind of quick action. And of course, it has a new chipset in it. Every year Apple has a better chipset. This is the A17 Pro chip. They got rid of the Bionic part of it, and this is a 3 nanometer chip coming from a 5 nanometer chip on the iPhone 14 Pros. It's toting better efficiencies, better power consumption, and all of that. But what really caught my eyes and ears is the gaming enhancements that the A17 Pro chip is going to bring. They are bringing ray tracing to a phone. For those that don't game, on the consoles and the PCs, ray tracing is enhanced effect for lighting and shadows to give a more realistic gaming experience. This is the first phone that's brought ray tracing. Now, with this new chip, Apple has announced some console PC only games that they're going to bring to the iPhone 15 Pros. The Division Resurgence, Resident Evil Village, and a remake of Resident Evil 4, which will be out later this year. And then next year, they're also going to have the new Assassin's Creed Mirage out for the iPhone 15 Pros. I mean, console and PC type games on your phone. What a wonderful age we live in.
I like it a lot.
Now, as far as the camera goes, for the 15 Pros, going from the 14 Pros, it's the same megapixel main shooter, which is 48, telephoto, wide angle. They did some enhancements, for better picture quality, and portraits and night photography. They talked about putting on some type of lens coating onto the 15 Pros so there's not so many orbs or lens flare. The 14 Pro Maxes, the night shots, those green little orbs were just everywhere. So I really do hope that this helps with that.
Cool. Cool.
As far as the 15 Pro Max, it is getting something that the 15 Pro is not.
Oh, come on!
The 15 Pro is at a 3x optical zoom, and the 15 Pro Maxes are going to get a 5x optical zoom. The way they're accomplishing this is, through some lens prism bouncing. It looks like a telescope lens, just like with the S23 Ultras from Samsung and what have you. But Apple, they gotta Apple it up and make it their own name. Like they came up with it. And finally, one of the biggest changes to come to the iPhone is USB-C. Oh my God! Wow! No more Lightning. From the 15 Plus, the 15 Pro Maxes, they're all getting USB Type-C. Now this is of course because the EU passed a law that phones had to have a standard charging device of USB-C. Apple had to comply with the laws. It's not something I don't think that they wanted to do. I think they were still, pushing towards that whole portless data transfer, MagSafe charging, and all that kind of stuff. But that will be nice to have the one cable to, charge them all. So, with these added features, is this something that a iPhone 14 Pro person should upgrade to the 15 Pros? Probably not. I mean, is it going to be noticeably lighter? Yes. Is it going to have USB Type-C? Yes. That could be a reason that you would want to change. So I don't really see a need for someone to really upgrade it. Now, coming from a 13 Pro or even a 12 Pro iPhone, is this something you should upgrade? That may be so, because not only, those additional, the action buttons and USB Type-C and this, that, and the other, but also, what we got with the 14 is the always-on display, the 2000 nits of brightness that helps you see your phone just a little bit better in direct sunlight. Now, I have the 13 Pro, and I'll probably be doing some comparisons between the 13 Pro and the 15 Pro. So why did I upgrade, going from the 14 Pro Max to the 15 Pro? Well, I'm a techie.
That's the fact, Jack! That's a fact, Jack!
And I, at this time, I like to have the latest and greatest. Not only to mention that I have a family plan with me and my wife, my son, and my mother-in-law. So when I get the latest and greatest, I pass down. I get a new phone year after year while everybody else gets a hand-me-down. Shh.
Boo this man!
And not to mention the cases. All these cases I'm going to be doing, reviews on for the 15 Pros. They've already sent them out to me. Another reason to upgrade. I love making these videos. I'm going on about 3 years, I think, of making videos. I love making videos for you guys, and it's just fun for me. I've really enjoyed over these years making these videos. I want to continue to make these videos because it's fun. I have fun. I hope you have fun. And if you like tech and tech reviews and the accessories that go along with your tech, why don't you check out this video? And a sub to the channel, well, that would just be swell. Peace and love, y'all.